Welcome to Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we review She-Wolf Rising, The Heart Becomes Savage.
Written and directed by Marc Leland, starring Tiffany Shepis and Tim Mandala, She-Wolf Rising is about the dark side of underground filmmaking. We follow the queen of horror, Gina, and her love interest, Jake, as they battle demons and push past it to explore their romantic relationship. What do we like about this movie?
For an indie horror movie, this was competently shot. They had a nice depth of field to a lot of their shots. Everybody was framed correctly, and overall you wouldn't have thought that this was an indie horror movie unless it came to the acting.
But you do have nice effects. There's some good blood, some nice makeup effects there. And this was an ambitious project, is what it felt like. I think that there was more there, but they were limited by budget. So you can see the ambition behind what they wanted to accomplish, which is pretty commendable.
I will say the best part about this movie is Tiffany Shepis.
Hands down.
Hands down. She's the best actor in the movie, and she is just a delight to watch on screen because she's so gorgeous. I absolutely love this girl. You know, you've seen me in other reviews talking about her, but this is the movie. If you're a Tiffany Shepis fan, this is the movie to watch, regardless of all of the surrounding shit happening in the movie. Just watch it for Tiffany Shepis because she's super sexy. She executes her role very convincingly. She's just a complete babe. And, you know, it's worth a watch just for her.
You can tell, you know, she has more experience than everyone else. She feels like the most qualified actress out of the group.
Oh, definitely. There's just something about every time she's on screen, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I love her.
The other thing this movie had going for it, there were some jokes that'll make you chuckle. Not all of them land, obviously, but there was some things that came out of nowhere that you actually laugh about. So, well done on that part. What didn't we like about this film?
Let's kick it off with this movie being boring as fuck. Okay, it's called She-Wolf Rising, but there is not like a very concise werewolf movie in this movie.
They started off with this werewolf theme, or the makeup was done to resemble kind of a werewolf.
More of a bat, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it looked more like a bat. Other than that, that was it. This is not a werewolf movie. Calling it a horror movie
is very debatable.
Yeah.
Because it's more Tiffany Shepis getting with a guy and then like bad things kind of happening to disrupt their relationship, and they need to kind of deal with that and then try and continue their relationship.
But make no mistake, that is not clear in the movie.
Right.
You have no idea what's going on. It is all over the place. There is not a cohesive story. Once you think you're almost done, there's still half an hour of scenes that were tacked on that make absolutely no sense.
Just so you know, the whole movie is like Tiffany Shepis is a scream queen in a movie. So we're watching a telling of a situation of the movie she's in. And then at the end, it's all within a movie, which makes it a movie within a storytelling of her roles in a movie. And it's ultra confusing.
You keep pulling back layers, but there's nothing there. There's no connection.
I honestly think that this started as like a short, and they're like, hey, we can get Tiffany Shepis for this role, and had so much footage of her that it's like, let's go. Let's ride it out. Extended it, and then had to tack on another 30 minutes to actually make it a full feature. Now, I'm not saying that that's exactly what they did, but it seemed like that.
Yeah, that's the impression we got. Especially when they revealed that they were all watching a movie. It felt like, oh, fuck, we're out of time. We have to add on 20 minutes for this to be a release.
This isn't a great movie, and the only reason to watch this would be for Tiffany Shepis, who is amazing.
Because of Jay's love for how pretty and beautiful she is, I think he's being a little more forgiving about her scenes, because the movie just overall is just so bad that you're gonna find yourself reaching for your phone. You're gonna just stop watching it. Like, we don't really turn off movies, so obviously we just sit there and watch it, but you're gonna want to just like zone out. There's nothing captivating here.
And with that, I think we should move on to our final thoughts and ratings.
Yeah. So I didn't know anything about this movie going in. You go in expecting a werewolf movie, you don't get that. You go in expecting a horror movie, you don't get that. At the very least, maybe hopefully you could think it would be captivating. It wasn't. There were moments. There was good cinematography. There were good blood effects, but it wasn't enough to save this movie or to make it worthwhile to even just check out at some point, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give this 1 hooray for boobies t-shirts out of 5.
This is not a good movie. And that's unfortunate because I like the people involved. Tiffany Shepis is one of my favorite actresses, and there was like a small role by Debbie Rochon, but for the most part, this movie didn't make any sense. It had nothing to do with werewolves, save about 15 seconds of the movie where Tiffany Shepis is in wolf makeup. Other than that, there's not a lot to hold your interest. I think a lot of people are gonna be bored with this. Every once in a while, you'll be looking up from your phone and seeing Tiffany Shepis on screen, looking into those deep green eyes and saying, damn, that's a good movie. And then your friend will snap you back to reality and be like, no, you just like it because Tiffany Shepis is in it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna give this 1 cup and a boob push-up out of 5. As always, thank you for watching. Like this video and comment below with your thoughts on She-Wolf Rising. If you want to check it out, check out the description where we have links where you can find it. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to make sure that you are updated with everything Bloodbath and beyond.